Okay, so Charlie. Hi, I'm Charlie, I'm the second year medic, and as you probably know, I've been in male welfare for this last term. I took over from Nick just at the start of the term, and I've really felt like I've learned a lot about how the JCR works and what the role entitles, and I've actually really enjoyed it, which is why I'm running for it again. There's a lot of things that are involved in it, and I've sort of felt like I've sort of learned what I have to do, who I have to communicate with, having meetings with Keela and possibly with the welfare rep for Kutu about the tutoring system, working with the new condom system that changed as we went through. I mean, we did amazingly well with signing everyone for the C card, but changed straight as we finished, so now it's about working with the new thing and it's about adapting. I've been really discreet, I think. I don't think many people sort of have, you know, the confidentiality thing is important, but I feel like so far it's been quite good. There's no gossip spreading around that anyone has told me. I've got experience with caring and listening in other aspects of my life and sort of in work experience for medicine and spending time in care homes. Obviously, like, we had the quiz this term, which was a massive success, and keep that kind of stuff going, take new ideas, sort of adapt, put pitch cookies back in place, that kind of thing, just really try and keep everyone as happy as possible. One issue I had found so far is that the website the JCR website could really be more of a source of information, possibly used for the confidentiality, finding out the information they need without having to come to see me. At the moment it's a bit out of date. I sort of would like to change that. I'd like to have, I try and be a sociable person, get myself around college, but if people don't know who I am, I've got pictures with all my contact details up, so I'll hopefully put that in with every single welfare officer about on there. What else have I got on here? The distribution of the new condoms, ideas for that, confidentiality. We've got emergency condom boxes in lots of staircases, which, the freshers seem to know a lot more than everyone else at the moment. because they got the speech from me and Brian, we really have worked to try and make it more understandable with what's going on and all the other things that welfare does, and work well as a team, whoever else is on welfare with me. Okay.
Well, obviously I'm at a bit of a disadvantage in that I'll never have a snappy nickname like Condom Charlie. But I think Charlie's done a great job as welfare officer, but I personally think I do an even better job, and I'd like you to give me the chance to. I'm pretty caring, and I'm good at chatting with people with issues, and I've had lots of experience having conversations which other people might find quite uncomfortable, and dealing with these problems. And you may argue that as a medic he's got sort of the sexual one-up on me, but I'm certainly not like I do my homework, and also I'm around and just upstairs, like I have an open door, like I'd almost be just like an add-on to the JCR. You could come and talk to me anytime, even if you just wanted to chat about lost a football game, you know, anything. I'm there for people. As for what I'm intending to do, we have a lot of similar ideas. Of course, the popularity of the welfare events, I'd like to build on that, maybe have more, because most colleges just seem to do like week 5 things, but people are stressed all throughout term. It's a very stressful place. So I'd like as many events as possible, just especially in here, building like a nice JCR community where everyone's open. Also, as a welfare officer, especially as a male welfare officer, I don't want a gender stereotype, but men can be particularly bad at telling people their problems. And people aren't always going to want to go to you as welfare officer because they either know you too well or don't feel they know you enough. So building on different ways of increasing anonymity, and the emergency condom thing, maybe take off, if the budget allows it, take off the emergency bit and just have condom supplies that people just go to wherever, because some people frankly find it embarrassing to openly go and get condoms. And similarly, I agree with what the girls are saying, that I'd like to set up an anonymous kind of site for questioning, and maybe sort of an anonymous pitch. You can put sort of questions or suggestions into the welfare officers, but me not necessarily know who you are. Don't fancy talking to me. Also, in other colleges, there's a lot of advertisement of different forms of help. That's both internal and external, like Cambridge Counselling and Linkline, and I've put up posters, hopefully advertise that, so people could go find those things. And as for like the tutoring, obviously I haven't been in the JCR committee, so I'm not really clued up on that yet, but I think it's important that they have welfare training, but you've got to be a bit pragmatic as well. You can't expect your tutors to be superheroes because they're dealing with a lot of people, so maybe find ways of sort of I don't know, rearranging it so people get a close relationship with their tutor because maybe they've got less students they're responsible for, etc. Okay, thank you.
Any questions? Alright. I know you have hourly weekly meetings in college, but do you think it would be beneficial to have a presence in college at all times to come whatever time of the day, even if it's at like 11 at night or midnight, to not meet over they really need the issues?
No,
Well, obviously I'm going to argue yes, because I'm in college and as a history student I spend a lot of my time in my room reading. And honestly, those times I'm always going to be around and always happy to chat, and so I will obviously always be here just upstairs if people vote for me and ready for a chat and have supplies hopefully on hand, so if people ever need me I will be here. So obviously I think it's important because welfare officers is like a key part of the college community. I think it helps that you're in college, but Charlie's done an okay job.
Well, yeah, it is a disadvantage. There's no denying that being away is not. I mean, that's why I've sort of publicised my details as much as I can, and I'll work harder to do that again so that people can drop me emails. I'll come in. You know, it's not a long way to come. People have phoned me, people have texted me. That's fine. You can keep doing that. I'm always open to that kind of thing, and just being as available as possible. And it's also why I've got the emergency condoms and other things to try and we have got a suggestions box so people can tell me if there's something wrong. I can try and fix it as best as possible, as quickly as possible.
Okay, other question?
I thought that where condoms were like in three figures, like one in Adams, one in Old Court, one in Grips. Why are they not in every staircase? So if you're in head and you're taking a part back and you realise you've got to go downstairs, go to H, come back, and at that point you're done or whatever. Staircase, it just would make more sense personally to have them in every staircase with easier access. So rather than call
Yeah, okay, basically the reason that happened was initially because we were doing it with the old scheme, so we were using Durex because people seemed to prefer them, which meant that they had to charge for them, which meant they were 10p, which meant if we put tons around college, people just took them, we'd lose a lot of money.
Yeah.
So that was the reason we did that to begin with. Now that we've got the new scheme, we've got free condoms, as many as we like, as many Durex as we like. It's about changing that. Also, we did it in those particular corridors because those were the ones that had communal bathrooms on the ground floor to begin with, because we need to talk to housekeeping so that we can put them at the bottom of the staircase, such that a fixed attachment to the wall, so that we're not going to just be able to leave condoms scattered around the place. It's just about because the new scheme has changed. It's now about adapting to suit that, and I sort of feel because I know what I'm doing, I should be the best man for the job for that. Sweet.
Well, I can't really say much else that Charlie hasn't said there. Obviously it's quite difficult in hands finding a place to put them. Having some kind of box is like, so it's just a logistical thing, needs looking into, but obviously in an ideal world now we've got the free Durex condoms everywhere, hopefully, as long as we just work for it, see how we do it. He's very much said all that.
Yeah, Kusu also had an idea if they have patches for a vending machine that's free. So I thought, right, take the one out of the bar that you have to pay £2 for, put one in that's free, that kind of thing. Just because might as well use them if you've got free ones. Yeah, sweet, cool.
Right, any more questions? Okay, then we can move on to international and minorities. Thank you.